Find out what's going on. Get involved. Change things from the inside. Make a difference. Take pride. Multicultural at its best. The Louisa Marshall Show. Coming up.
All new Simply the Best. Celebrating life at the Red Ribbon Gala for AIDS Vancouver. An amazing party full of love and support put together by the amazing Sarah Davis. From Princess Cruise Ship Director to premier talent management agency, with over 20 years in the entertainment business, Sarah Davis has been a mentor and leader to her clients to help them grow and develop as actors, musicians, and comedians. Believing in giving back to others, Sarah helped in organizing fundraisings and awareness for various charities such as AIDS Vancouver Annual Gala. Originally from England, Sarah is enjoying her beautiful home in West Vancouver with her husband, Daryl, and 2 children. Watch the super highlights. And our Simply the Best interview with
Became
Sarah.
very good friends, and then he told me he had HIV.
All these coming up. Hello, hello, hello. We're back. Today we have a very special show made of love and inspiration. AIDS Vancouver held its Red Ribbon Gala event at the Imperial Vancouver to raise funds. It was a record-breaking night, thanks to the wonderful Sarah Davis, who put this event together to make it a huge success. We are delighted to have Sarah on the show. Please watch. Here we are. Welcome to West Van, everyone. Woo, look at this. Yeah, we're just having our afternoon delight.
I think it's lunch. This is lunch.
It's a lunch, yeah, lunch. This
Wine
is lunch.
with Louisa.
Yeah. wish. But anyway, how are you, Sarah?
Oh, fantastic. Thank you for having me today. This is great.
Oh, this is
Really
amazing.
good,
You have
yeah.
a beautiful house. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Yeah.
And of course, I just would like to say congratulations to you. Congratulations to us for a very, very successful AIDS Vancouver fundraising.
Yeah, no, it was brilliant. We couldn't
Wow.
have done it without you.
Oh, thank you.
Actually, this year we decided to do something that was completely different, and we did a fundraiser down in Vancouver, and it was with the local drag queen Connie Smudge, who's
Yes,
just amazing.
Connie!
Yay, Connie.
Gosh.
Love you, Connie. You were amazing. Are amazing. Thank
Yeah.
you so much. So we decided to do something fun this year. In previous years for Vancouver, the fundraisers, they've been a little bit more subdued. And so I decided to put on a fun event to make it fun. You know, everybody goes to fundraisers and they're kind of like, oh, it's the same old, same old. But I wanted to do something a little bit different. And we did. It was a party. And to be honest with you, I couldn't have done it without, but everybody's saying to me, so who do you want to have as the band? Who do you want to have? And I'm like, there's only one person that I have in mind for this. There's only one person. It was this one right here.
Jeez.
She was so good, her and her band, of course her husband Steve, and of course the lovely, wonderful, beautiful Zania, who we absolutely adore, of course. Also did her Ariana Grande. That was the night she debuted it, right?
Yes, first time.
Yeah. So she did her Ariana Grande, and it was a hit.
Shadows, we find in love is a battle, but the daylight, it's so close, so don't you worry about a thing, we're gonna be alright. We're gonna be alright. Hey, we're gonna be alright, baby.
Zania, full disclosure, is on my roster, who I love to bits. He's one of my clients. I'm an agent here in Vancouver. And, she told me she was going to be doing Ariana Grande. And of course, Ariana Grande is huge. My daughter loves her to bits. And I was like, okay. But then you sent the pictures, or Zania sent the pictures.
Yeah.
My mum in the UK, I sent them pictures to my mum. And she was like, oh, is that the girl that had the Manchester thing go on? I said, you mean Ariana Grande? She said, yeah. I said, no, it's my client. She couldn't believe it. People were like, couldn't believe she wasn't Ariana Grande.
Yeah.
So we'd never heard her sing before, of course, doing Ariana Grande. All her other stuff, yes.
Yeah.
She comes on stage, wow. It was a hit that night.
Yeah.
You knew you had something that night.
Yes,
And
Ariana actually was born in Vancouver that night.
Yeah.
But you know what? That was such a cool night. Very successful. And everybody just seemed to blend. Everybody. We have Shania,
Shania.
Jenny Doyle, and then we have our
George
friend
Michael.
George Michael. Oh, your
Bill.
favorite, Bill Pantasis, and of course, then we also have our country singer.
Yes. Oh my gosh, he was so good. And you know what? He's gone on to do other things for Vancouver as well.
Yes.
So amazing.
Yes.
And then we had this the Sister Festivus. They came out and did their thing. It was just a hugely successful night. The silent auction was crazy. The live auction was all paintings this year. So we raised so much money that night. It was amazing.
Record-breaking night.
Oh yeah.
Record.
And again, we couldn't have done it without this. I mean, Zania and Louisa and the whole team were they were on the stage like, come on guys, go do the silent auction. And it was a lot of fun.
It was fun. And the venue was so cool.
Oh, the venue was amazing.
Venue.
Yeah,
I love that.
And then
venue.
served catering. They did the
Imperial.
catering.
Imperial.
Oh, the Imperial.
Theater, yes.
Yeah, the Imperial in Vancouver.
Yeah.
It looks really different from the outside. You walk
Yes.
by it and you go, right? You
I
walk
saw-
by it and you go, is that?
I know.
Do we like it here? We're not sure.
I know.
And then you walk in and you go, wow.
It's amazing.
They made it that way for us that night. They set it up that way for us that night.
That's awesome.
And like I said, served catering from North Vancouver. So good.
I love it.
They're
I love
so
the food.
good. The
I
plug.
love the food. I love the food. Yeah.
Really,
and of
really
course,
good.
not to forget, lots of wine.
You actually said that to me. You're like, you said to me, oh, in the AIDS Vancouver pictures, every single one, the picture of you, you had a wine glass in your hand. I'm like, Louisa.
That's so funny. No, that just shows how much we celebrated that night.
It's funny because when people say AIDS now, they think that it's cured, right?
Yeah.
So they don't really just, they think, well, why am I still donating to this charity?
Exactly.
What's happening?
Yeah.
Or to this cause? And it's all about support.
Yes.
And I tell you what, so the reason why I got involved is when I first came to Vancouver, before I lived here, I just came here and I met this wonderful guy, Michael Leclerc, who's the chair of AIDS Vancouver.
Hello, Michael.
Michael, love you. Mwah. Godfather to my children. Yeah, that's how special he is. So, he came to me and we had a conversation and we became very good friends. And then he told me he had HIV. So back in I think it was the late 90s or it was unheard of.
Yes.
And he was taking hundreds of drugs and just trying to stay alive. It was awful for him. And it was awful for me to see him going through that. And so, I wanted to give back to him. I wanted to show him that I fully support him and I love him. And, I went to his event last year and I said, yeah, you guys need some help. Can I help this year? And they were like, absolutely. So
You're a darling.
Yeah, and did it all for him and everybody like him who paved the way and helped. And so, it's all about food security. It's all about education. It's all about, helping each other out. When you first get the news you've got HIV, what do? The first thing that people do is call AIDS Vancouver. That's the first thing they do, right? So, we need to support that. And the government took most of their funding away this year, by the way. So, yeah, this is another reason why we want to support them and support people moving forward. And yeah, so that's why I did it. And I'll continue to support them and help them when I can.
Oh my goodness, God bless your good
Oh,
heart.
I think that
Good
deserves a cheers,
heart.
doesn't
That's
it?
awesome. More inspiring, simply the best moments with Sarah Davis. Don't go away.
Are you guys happy? I said, are you guys happy? Happy
Everybody had a great time.
I have people emailing me all the time saying, are we going to do this again?
Oh my gosh, it will be so cool. It'll be so cool. Straying away from the Ace Vancouver thing, which was very, very successful, and it's your hard work and your ideas, your brilliant mind. Talking about your premier talent management, and you have been managing a lot. Well, you're managing our daughter Zenia, and she's been quite successful.
She's been very successful.
Yeah, I always say quite successful, but she's been very successful. So, what do you look for in a talent? Like,
It's amazing. I was telling you earlier, I get a lot of submissions on a daily basis. You know, people are always submitting to me, and you know, they have to have something, that little something special that, you know, that jumps out to me immediately. I'm going to go back to Zenia though, in her, and I saw something in her that she's a hard worker. To me, it's about putting in as much as you put in, right? So I knew she was going to work hard. People say today, oh, I just want to be famous. Well, are you going to work hard for it? Right? I get that all the time. Can you make me famous? Actually, no, I can't. I can't make you famous.
can you make me famous?
They do.
I love
Can
that.
you make me famous? Because it's so easy now, because they see people on social media.
Yes.
Right? They see people that have become famous on social media. So they think
Exactly.
that it's just so easy. And they don't see the work that goes in behind it, right?
Exactly.
I knew when I met Zenia that it's a team effort too. We have to become a team. We become a family. We become an actual family, because I become very invested in that person, whoever it is I take on, right? I'm talking to her all the time, you know, and so I knew she was going to put the work in, and that's all I can ask for, is if you're going to put the work in, I know that I'm going to work for you. Because if I'm going to work for you but you don't really care, what's the point? Because I work for free every day until you get a job, and then I get paid.
That's right. And this is
Right.
what another question that pops in and that keeps bugging me all these years, is when a lot of parents would come to me and ask me how are they going to make their 6-year-old or 10-year-old sons or daughters to follow their dreams as a singer, actor, dancer. There are so many of these things that are going viral right now, and people are sharing it left and right on social media about some of these companies or something like, you're going to be a star, join us, and audition for us.
That's a great point, actually, you bring up.
Yeah.
'Cause it came up just the other day, and there's a company in the States that's got a similar name to us, and anyway, that's a whole different story.
I seen that, and I thought that was you guys until I researched on it, and I didn't bug you about it anymore.
You have to check out, you have to do your due diligence, you have to do some research. First of all, are they a
what I said.
licensed talent agency? And depending on where you're from in BC, if you're in Vancouver. And then secondly, you never ever pay money to become part of an agency.
Okay.
$0.
Say that again. Say that
You
again.
never ever pay any money to become part of a talent agency. Zero money. The only time I get paid is a union, a government 15% commission that goes to the agency once the performer works. That is it. There's zero money up front, Zero dime. Zero, zero, zero. So if anybody ever asks you for money, that you need to pay X amount of dollars to come into the agency, it's absolutely not.
And that's why I was just so
Yeah.
upset every time I see this and every time people are sharing it, because people just don't know.
They don't know. And unfortunately, they feel like, I get it all the time, even from my people that are on my roster.
Already?
Oh, I see this, da, da, da. I'm like, scam.
Yeah.
Scam. Right? Like, we don't take any money up front. It really isn't. You know, sometimes we'll suggest, you know, like Zania has an acting coach or a singing coach. It's like anything else. You
Exactly.
have to pay for, if you want to be a, you know, on a extra soccer, you know,
Yes.
or extra, you pay for that, right?
Exactly.
But there's licensed, again, there's businesses in Vancouver that specifically do coaching for actors, right? But if an agency tells you to give them money up front, absolutely not.
10 grand.
No,
10 grand. So parents beware, okay?
parents beware.
Yeah, parents beware.
Yeah,
so
and you know what? And most of you will probably have an agent, right? And if you
Exactly.
don't have an agent, then you know you need to find a good agent. But if you have an agent, ask them. Say, is this legit?
Exactly.
And they will tell you.
And ask other people before you jump into it. Oh,
Have you had people jump into it? Do you know people that have
There
done it?
are, yeah. There are, because they didn't ask me. What are
Right.
you gonna do, right?
I know.
mean, what are you gonna
because
do?
it sounds so good,
It's
right? It sounds so
It's
exciting
perfect.
and enticing, and be a Disney star. And
If you are a parent like me too, I get excited sometimes, but you know, I tell you, we brought Zania and my nephew to one of these. Years ago.
no, I did not know that.
Years
Come
ago.
on.
That's why I know. That's why I can I can personally, you know, say this to a lot of parents, that don't make the mistake of. But we didn't give any money.
If something is too good to be true,
Yeah.
it usually is,
It
right?
is.
That's the saying.
But now social media is big, and so they're
people
going.
will say, like,
yes,
yeah,
yes.
people will say, don't do this. Fortunately, some people still do.
Yeah, they do. They do.
Even my
Actually,
clients still do.
actually, I seen one post of one parent saying that, don't believe this because I brought my children here, and it's a big scam. One parent said that, and you know what? I am so happy for the parent to speak out.
Yes.
And you know,
Yes.
there's nothing to be embarrassed about. Just let's all be like that. Just like what I'm saying. I'm just one of those parents before.
So the advice is just to find an agent locally wherever you are. That's it. They can help guide you in
Exactly.
the right direction.
Exactly. I'm so happy that that Sarah, right after having my Zania, now she's getting a lot of this half Filipino.
Yes,
And it's
yes.
so beautiful. I
love
love
it.
it. I love it.
Representing.
Don't you love them?
I love
'Cause
them.
You don't know who they are. Like, you know what they are, what they really are, right?
No, but the thing is, I always like, can you bring me food?
Filipino food.
She did bring me food. I love the chicken. I've been asking for years for the chicken. You think she'd bring me the chicken once? You know?
You should have told me. I could have brought you some chicken adobo. It's about time.
I love it. I've worked really hard in my career and I've reached a certain level, and I have a certain level of talent on my roster, so they have to meet a certain criteria, and of course Ania does extremely well. And you know, you just build up it's a community. The film business here is a community.
In Vancouver.
It is Vancouver. It really is a strong, wonderful community here in Vancouver. You know, the casting directors, the producers, the directors, we're all very, you know, until you build up a reputation and you build up trust.
Yes.
You know, when any of the casting directors here in Vancouver, whether it's from Judy Lee, Catherine Falcon, Clark and Pay, I mean, they're all amazing casting directors, and they know that when I submit somebody, it's the right person for the job, right? So then, you know, I don't just submit anybody,
I know that.
right? So that's what it is, and I love what I do. I don't work with people that don't appreciate or have a love for life or are rude, or I don't need to do that in my life either. I work with people that I love, people that I can hang out with, people I can drink wine with. I ended up working with Catherine Falcon, and honestly, who's a dear friend of mine. I absolutely love her to bits. You know Catherine.
Yeah.
Dania's seen her many, many times.
Yes.
And yeah, that's how I got into the business. And
Yeah.
I've been in this business ever since.
Yeah. Ever since, you're very successful and you have a beautiful home.
Thank you.
So nice.
Thank you.
You're enjoying your pool.
Yep.
You're.
I'm so hot right now. We should be going in the pool. I want to see her in the pool.
Oh,
Can you imagine?
I don't like.
Can you?
Don't like swimming. I'm
Okay,
like a rock.
Steve is saying that you would go to the bottom
Yes,
of the pool.
I'm a good diver.
That's it?
But not a good swimmer.
I'll be like, Louisa, there's something at the bottom of the pool. Can you go get it?
I will. I can. I can open my eyes too. I can open my eyes going down there. But the problem is I don't know how to get
I'll
up.
get back up.
That's the problem. Oh, we had such a fun time. Such
Thank
a fun
you.
time.
You were she was
we hope-
amazing, by the way. She got the crowd going. You know her.
Come on.
Have you guys seen her show? Has everybody seen her show? If you haven't seen her show, it is the best show you're ever going to see.
Oh,
like,
gosh.
honestly, it's so good and so interactive, and she brings all these people on, and everybody has a great time, and yeah, it was
thank you,
really,
Sarah.
really,
Come
really
on.
good.
It's not all about me. It's all about you right
Is it
now.
always about her?
Yeah.
Sorry.
And thank you so much for inviting us to the AIDS Vancouver fundraising.
Yeah.
It was truly an honor to be a part of such a beautiful, meaningful event. And congratulations to all the volunteers and to everybody who are involved. You know,
It was a
from
great
the
night.
tech to the venue.
Everybody.
Everybody was just super amazing. And to that, more success to Premier Talent Management and to Sarah Davis.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Cheers, guys.
Hatid ng Philippine Cultural Heritage Society ang kauna-unahang Philippine Cultural Heritage Festival sa Burnaby, August 11 at Swangard Stadium, Burnaby. A full event that will showcase Philippines' traditional culture, heritage, and arts. Makisaya at ipagmalaki ang kulturang pambana ng ating inang bayan. Get a chance to win a free round-trip ticket to the Philippines. For more info, call Tito Ray 604-377-5895 or Kuya Vic 778-928-7539.
All proceeds from the Red Ribbon Gala fundraiser go directly to AIDS Vancouver's programs and services, helping people living with HIV and AIDS and their families. We are inviting everybody to the first Philippine Heritage Culture Society Festival at the Swangard Stadium on August 11th, Sunday. It's free admission, and it's from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. We will see you all. Please follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Hope you enjoy the show. Thanks for watching. Please don't drink and drive. Don't text and drive. Always be kind. Let's stop bullies. See you next week. Bye-bye.